Hello and welcome back to Fairhead. So, it turns out our wheat needs harvesting, so I have borrowed a combine harvester from the store, and since we've borrowed the combine, I thought why not try and make a little bit more money out of it, and we will do a contract. So, field 7 is a field of wheat. There is a contract for it. It doesn't pay a massive amount, but it will pay enough. So the combine harvester that I've actually leased is the Class Dominator, yeah, and I've also bought the Kempo trailer. That is ours. We're going to keep that. I know it's quite a small harvester, but the access to fields, as we know in this map, are limited. We'll call it limited. So what we're actually going to do is, even though we've got that contract, I think we're going to harvest our field first and then jump into field 7, just so that we know that our work is done. I'm not going to bother mowing any more grass up for now, because we're going to get loads of silage and fresh maize from our own field when we come to forage harvest that. So I'm quite happy to not do any more grass this in-game year. You know what, I might actually go down to field 7 now. No, I'll stick to the original plan. I'll get our field done first. It's the smaller of the two. And then hopefully we'll have somewhere we could store this. I mean, if I have to store the wheat in a shed, I will. I don't really want to go selling it straight from the field, because we won't gain as much money from it. And we also need to check to make sure the cows have enough feed, which I believe they do. So our field is actually coming up. You can't quite see it yet, it's not quite loaded in, but it'll be pretty much directly ahead of us where we are now. I think you can just see a little bit of it coming from on top of the hill there. So we're going to skip through field 2, mainly because I think that's the only way. Wow, that fence. That's the only way really I'm going to get in without driving through, I don't know, a hedge or a wall. So let's see if we should be able to get through here. Will be hopefully not too difficult. And we'll drive past our corn now. That'll be ready in the next in-game month at the exact same time as the canola will be. So we will also be keeping this harvester into August as well. So that's looking really, really close to being able to cut that now, which I'm quite happy with. So can I get in here? Let me jump into... It might be quite difficult, this, actually. I've definitely not done that. What have I done? Wow. Bet I couldn't do that again if I tried. I have a brand new combine harvester stuck on a fence. 1 second. Let's see what we can do here. Yep, we'll get... you. What did I hide then? I was hoping I would hide the wire panel. Yes. Wooden post. Yes. What are you sat on now? Oh, it's going to be the barbed wire, isn't it? It's going to be... It might be also the fence post. There we go. That got it. I do apologise for that. It was a bit janky, but that'll make access through here nice and easy from now on. See how the class does. No problem. I should probably unhide them bits soon. So going through field 2. I'd have probably been better off just driving through our hedge. But there you go. Right, I'll get set up and I'll be back with you in just a second. Okay. So, we're ready to get into this field and start cutting. Let's see how it does. We're going to do a quick headland round. I've got it in swath. You know what? I don't want that. I don't need it. I may as well just chop up the straw. We've decided not to use bedding for the cows. with having we've got nearly 100,000 litres of slurry, which is another job that I need to do. So I'll have to buy a slurry spreader very soon, and once I've done that, I will probably do it fairly soon, because I'll spread slurry on this field, and then every time we mow we'll spread a bit more on them grass fields as well, because that'll give us a decent layer of fertiliser. We won't need to use as much chemicals and solid fertiliser. So this is yielding very, very well. So what I may have to do is quickly go up this edge if I can. It's a bit tight. And yeah, I really do need to go up the edge, give myself a bit of turning space. So maybe come back down as well and get as much off this end as possible, because we've got a pretty decent area we can turn around in at the far side, but I don't want to get caught short. I want to be able to empty the harvester without having to drive into any crop, to save as much as possible really. Right, so I'll get a bit of this done and I will be back with you in a few minutes. Okay, so we've just done the first full harvest load. Well, near enough anyway. It's nearly 7,500 litres straight into the trailer. Don't really know where I'm going to store this week, because I've noticed that we definitely don't have a silo. Now I could do one of two things. I could either, like I said before, put it in a shed, or I could potentially just sell it straight off the field. Or I guess there is a third option, and that is buy a silo. There's plenty of them in game, plenty that we can buy. I'm sure there's one that's cheap enough. But this field, like I said before, is yielding very, very well. So I'm just going to continue on with this, and I'll come back to you in a few minutes once this is done. Okay, so the harvester is full for the second time. So we need to go and get that emptied. This field looks like it will actually need liming again. I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones we did. This trailer will not take out everything that we've got, so we definitely need to figure some way of storing the grain. to guess once we've got this field completely harvested, we'll have to do that. Need to figure something out. So while this empties, let's go and jump over to the Ford. Now, I'm not going to dump it in here because this is actually a bunker. This probably wouldn't be too great for it either. Now, I do have this shed at the bottom that I've never used, so I guess we could dump the grain in here, or find a nice spot to put a small silo. I don't really know how much that's going to cost, but we can check that out in a few minutes. There's no space up here. Ah, we've got this perfectly flat bit of land. Let's have a look for a silo. Silos. So they're all dead expensive. Yeah. But there is... I know it's an American one, but something like that could work. That's a bit big, actually. I was expecting that to be a lot smaller. And that's going to be... That's better. Certainly more suitable. So we could have something like that. I know it's an American one, doesn't really fit the whole theme of the map. But at the minute, it's more about necessity. This one I've just used in, or something similar, in our survival challenge series, so I'm not likely going to use that. Small grain silo? That is small. So unfortunately, it's going to have to be the smaller of the two American style silos. That's okay. Sort of. We need it. It's going to come in very useful. Capacity is a bit big though. Right. We'll have to do some work with texture and things around it, but that will actually do for now. So let's go and get the trailer. And we'll go and dump our first load of wheat into it. I can't see us using the silo that much, to be fair. It's not really a arable based map. I would like to do some arable farming on it, but we'll have to wait and see. I think the best way to go as well will be round the back over our grass field here. Ooh, that's heavy. Very heavy. Because we removed all this fencing, we've got a nice easy way through. So 12,100 litres to go into storage for now. I really need to tidy this equipment up and put things away properly. Always guilty of it as well. Canola's looking nice and yellow over there. Yeah, this looks kind of out of place here actually. I'm not 100% happy with it. And it is big. But needs must. Maybe there's a way we can hide it with something. Oh, I don't know. Right. But we've got somewhere to store grain. Fantastic. Right, I'll get back to the field and I will see you there. Right. We are harvesting again. So, I think for this episode I'm actually going to change the plan a little bit. Obviously I said I was going to harvest field 7, but other jobs have arrived, such as getting a slurry tanker, spreading some slurry on here. I will probably go and do a couple of headlands around that field. May as well take the money from it anyway, and maybe get a worker to just go and harvest it, and we'll just have to cart for it whenever we need to. So there's jobs on the farm that need doing before we do somebody else's jobs. Or I could just cancel the contract anyway and just get on with the work we need to do, because there's plenty of stuff we can actually do. And harvested 2 wheat fields seems a bit long-winded. Yeah, that looks well out. It sticks out like a sore thumb over there, doesn't it, that silo? I'm not happy with it. It needs to be changed as soon as we've got some more money coming, which that silage down there will definitely bring in. This is a good mod, this harvester. And it's not too big for the area, not too big for the map. Whereas I feel like the equipment we're going to need for that cornfield over there is going to be quite a lot larger. Especially the trailer that we need, because it's going to be hundreds of thousands of litres of chopped maize. Storing that will be a pain. And one thing I do need to buy as well is some mineral feed, which we do have that silo for. So we'll definitely put some mineral feed in there. The cows will take it, and it's power food for them on Maize Plus. So I'll get this finished, and then I think it'll be a case of buying a slurry tanker if we can. We should be able to. There might even be one in the sale. I've not even checked the sale, so who knows. Right, I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so we have just put the last of the wheat in the silo, and we have 17,000, call it 17,400 litres, and we'll be keeping it pretty much until December, because it's as close to as low as it can go. Actually, if you look at the price, it's actually lower than it can go at Fair Grain Limited. Doesn't sound very fair to me. Right, anyway, we need a slurry spreader. So, where are they? Where are you? Where are the slurry tanks? This is a base game one. What are these? Do these need a sprayer bar or anything? Does it actually spread anything? Or is it literally just... Yeah. 58. These are expensive. We may have to lease again. I guess that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. Then again, these are pretty good. I've used these again on the Survival Challenge series, so I'll try and stay away. I want to try and use stuff that I've not used in-game before. So, that with the sprayer bar could work. Manure sensing will detect the nitrogen in manure. As nitrogen is manure is homogeneous, this sensor guarantees the application of the same nitrogen amount all. Ooh, yes. So we'll lease that with this. Okay. So I will go and pick that up, and I will see you when we are back. Okay, so we're coming back down to the farm now, and I have just realised that it would be pointless spreading slurry on that field because there's no crop planted in it, and we're using precision farming. But we do now have the slurry tanker. We've leased it, kind of going to keep hold of it for now. I just need to know where the trigger is for slurry. I'm hoping it's round the back there. Probably got a trailer in the way of it, knowing me. I'm hoping we can actually fill it up from there though. Otherwise it'd have been all that effort in vain. May as well get it filled up. Takes a little bit out. Yes. Haha. And this holds, was it 13 or 12? 13,000 litres. Right, so that's ready to go when we're ready to actually use it. So we can take that off for now. Lower the implement first. There we go. So that's out the way. That's done. We can use that as soon as we start actually planting some things in, which I don't think we can actually do anything of the sort in June. Can we? No, absolutely not. Next one we can plant in is canola, which we will be planting in what we planted in that wheat field. I could have actually left it another month and done everything in one, but it's fine. So now I need to think of something else to do. Okay, so begrudgingly we are going to harvest this canola. Oh, what a terrible job I've made of this episode. I'm only apologising if you're still watching through this, then thank you. I've got to figure out a way of getting all this in there without destroying most of the crop. Okay, so I've had to do a little bit of modifying. I had to remove a fence post or two, but we're going to get in and hopefully not do too much damage. We're going to do fair whack of damage, but hopefully not too much. I need to go and get a tractor to bring the header forward. You know what? No. That's just messing about for messing about. Is it even close? Yeah. Right. So we'll get back into where we've destroyed there. Now we'll go and grab one of the tractors to take this trailer away. Because I don't think we can... No, don't do that. Yeah. Let's get the... class. Right. Well, I'm glad people have probably figured out I don't really know what I'm doing already. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I'm playing this this map with precision farming and Maize Plus, so things get done a little bit differently than base game FS. Let's see if we can get that attached to this. We shouldn't have a problem with that. And now can we get it out? Which we should be able to do. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave the tractor there. We will close this gate, and then we'll actually get on with doing a job, finally. Unfold it. Get it started. I've not attached the PTO or the hydraulics. Now I have. There we go. Right, so I will get this field completely harvested, and then I'll be back with you in just a minute. Right, so the harvest on this field is nearly done, and it's yielded very well again. But what I think I'm going to do is sell these 2 small fields with a view of buying something a bit bigger with better access. It seems to have been very difficult to get in to do anything with this field, and the other one, to be fair. So we'll see how much we can actually get for them, and then potentially we'll be able to trade them for something a little bit larger and a little bit easier to get into. So we are very close to finished, like one more plant, which is going to take us to 3,466 litres of canola. Right. Oh yeah, can't unfold it yet. So let's have a look quickly how much these 2 fields will get us. If we wanted, say, to sell, oh no, we can't sell that one, but this one, that's pretty bad. 13,600. It wouldn't get us much. Oh well, that's a shame. But that is all I've got time for today. If you enjoyed the very, very all over the place episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more on Fairhead. Goodbye.